right, we're live right now. We're just going to wait for more people to jump on here. As you're joining us today, if you want to let us know where you are joining us from, we are in a wonderful promise garden right now. We're in the field of a promise garden with all of our flowers. It's not where we're actually joining you from, but we like the image that it presents. So if you want to let us know where you're joining us from today in Indiana, we'd love to hear from you. Today, we're going to hear from our development team about what is going on in Walk 2020. I'm sure it's a big topic. People are wondering, what are we doing in this world that we're living in now? And we're going to lay it all out for you today, but we're just going to wait for more people to jump on here. But I'm going to let everyone else kind of introduce themselves first so we know who's talking whenever they give their presentation. I'll start with Kyle.
Kyle Davern, walk manager for Bloomington, Columbus, Richmond, and also in the interim Lake County as well.
I'm Abby Giha, and I do the walks in Fort Wayne and Michiana, and I'm filling in Michigan City right now.
And I'm Katie Griffin, and I do the walks in Kokomo, Terre Haute, and Heartland, which is Anderson and Muncie.
And I'm Ann Murray, and I'm the Director of Development for the chapter. So I love all 12 walks equally, with a special shout out to my friends in Lafayette, because I'll be pitch hitting a little bit in there for a couple weeks. So, but have gotten to, work with these fine colleagues every single day, and have gotten to know so many champions and team captains and sponsors in all of our markets. So I love them all equally.
Great. Well, we're so happy to have you guys on today to give us these updates. They shouted out where they're managing their walks from. So if one of those locations is close to you, let us know where your walk is. And we're just going to kind of go into our presentation here around the walk. So I'll let you guys get started. Share my screen here.
Well, I get the pleasure to kick off our time together just with a couple of quick updates, and then we're going to get into the nitty gritty. But the bottom line is this: we are so proud and excited to announce that the Walk to End Alzheimer's 2020 walks are happening. So many elements to get into, but just so you know, this walk is everywhere in 2020, more so than ever before. It's happening, and we know the world feels different. Things feel like they're on hold. But honestly, the threat of Alzheimer's has never been more prevalent than it is on this day. So Alzheimer's doesn't stop, neither do we. So that's why this year we have really put a lot of effort into making sure the walks can occur everywhere and that anyone and everyone can participate. So really excited to share what Walk Day is going to look like, those four main elements. And I know Riley is going to hook us over to the next slide to really share what that update looks like. So we have found ways to bring what everyone loves about Walk Day to life in 2020. So the first thing is, we're so excited. You're still going to have a local opening ceremony. And by the way, Walk is happening on your original day in your original walk market. So if you're in Fort Wayne, we'll see you on October 4th. If you're in Lafayette, see you on September 26th. So make sure and go to our website if you have not registered, or if you are registered, for those details to make sure you know the day and the date of when your walk is happening. So all 12 walks are still moving forward on their original date. We're going to have an opening ceremony on that day, and we're really excited about that because we can recognize our sponsors, we can share local mission moments, we can still have all those elements that make the walk so special on that walk day. Now, we're going to be broadcasting that so people can join in a myriad ways. They can join with their phone, they can join with their computer, and it's going to be much shorter, which is great because we know that we want to get people out there walking, hitting the streets, the trails, the parks, and really showing that purple pride on that walk day. So you'll have an opening ceremony. You're also going to have a pre-planted Promise Garden drive-by location. So as you can see on all of our screens, the flowers are such enduring symbols of our walk and our mission and the people that we're walking for, that we're going to have an area in your local community where we plant a promise garden that symbolizes our mission and our commitment to ending Alzheimer's and all other dementia. We are encouraging teams and participants after they walk to come on down, take a drive by, really have that special moment. We're going to have banners, we're going to have signs. all of those things. So really excited. So stay tuned on details about your Promise Garden, because there will be one up, and we do encourage everyone to, again, drive by that location and really take that moment. We're also, again, recognizing our sponsors. So shout out to all of our incredible sponsors who are joining us today. You know, great opportunity for us to recognize and thank you on that day as well. We're going to have a great countdown, and then the next main element of Walk Day is walking. So we are inviting all of our participants and all of our teams to hit the streets safely. Walk by yourself, walk with family, walk with your colleagues and coworkers, walk in your office park, walk the trail that maybe your mom loved if you're walking in remembrance of her, hike around a lake, walk on your treadmill. If you can put one foot in front of the other, there is no wrong way to join this movement and join this mission this year. We're also really excited because the mobile app, the Walk mobile app that we're going to talk a little bit about, you'll be hearing a lot more about. If you haven't downloaded, please do. There are new features on the Walk app. So you've got a front row seat as you're walking. You're hearing great music that we always like to play every year. You're hearing caregiver messages, messages of hope. You can track your steps. You can take selfies of you and your team, send them in. We're going to create a great Promise Garden photo like this, made up of all of your pictures in your local walk. So this is a great way to bring us along as you're walking safely with your team and with your family and friends. The third main element of Walk Day is that thank you brigade. We cannot thank you enough for all you do to support the mission and make an impact. And believe me, all of you make an impact. Every dollar, every step counts in this fight. So at the end of the day, you're going to be getting a custom email with video, with messages, a chance to recognize, you know, our biggest supporters, our sponsors. So really a capstone and a conclusion to the day that we've spent together, really in honor and remembrance and coming together to fight against this disease. The fourth element I just want to make you guys aware of that we're also really excited about is called the Walk Main Stage. And this is a virtual community of interactive experiences that you can interact with leading up to and post walk. So we're going to have keynote speakers. You can engage in all those mission elements like our mission booth, our programs and services. You can, you know, talk to other champions, talk to other teams, support each other, post memories. So stay tuned what the main stage is going to be, because we are really, really excited about that. So next slide. Let's get into the nitty gritty. There are so many elements that we know make the walk the walk. And again, we've reimagined them for 2020. For example, we know those walk t-shirts, everyone works really hard to earn their $100 to earn that official walk t-shirt. In years past, you could pick them up. This year, we're so thrilled, you will get your t-shirt mailed directly to your home. So we are delivering those safely to you as soon as you reach that $100 mark. So again, let me make it clear, there are no t-shirt pickups this year. So if you're on a team that is used to that, just know this is a tweak that you'll be hearing more about, but you heard it here first. So breaking news. Champions Club, our champions mean so much to us. These are the individuals who really go that extra effort and earn $500 or more in fundraising. We celebrate you on Walk Day. This year, not only are we celebrating you on Walk Day, but you're going to receive all kinds of great goodies in the mail to show your support. And we're going to be loving on you in our pre-event pep rally and our post-walk celebration. So if you're a champion, we hope you feel the love and the support from our team and our mission. Promise Garden, we know that, you know, because we're not in large groups, the Planet Promise Garden is our solution to really having that symbolic moment. We also know the flowers are important to people. And for those of you, show of hands in the chat, who have been at a walk and handled a Promise Garden flower, you know how much we love them, but they are fragile, and we just want to have that great customer experience. So instead of sending you flowers to walk with, we're going to send you a set of 5 custom flags that have flower imagery on it. And because we're sending you 5, give them away to friends and family, put some in your garden, plant some, you know, inside, outside, and then carry them on Walk Day. So we're really excited to get these flags with that imagery in your hands on Walk Day. We know that every year at the walk, we just invest in photos, because what is a walk if not a chance to make memories with the people that you know and love that are supporting you in this mission? Still, take those photos, send them to us, and again, you can see my background, you'll have access to an incredible Promise Garden picture of which you're a part. So please, please take advantage of that through the mobile app. Money drop off. We know that you guys work so hard to raise those donations. We want to make it as easy as possible for you to get your money in and qualify for those t-shirts and all those incentives. This year, we will be having curbside drop-offs, very limited. Stay tuned. If you're not registered, make sure you get registered today, because all of these new announcements, details, breaking news will be on those websites. So I just cannot stress enough that if you can participate, get registered, because there's going to be a lot of really great details that are coming pretty quickly. And that's a great place to get the information. Finally, the mission booths. We know how much, it means to you guys with advocacy, programs, trial match, all of the things that your work supports, so we can manifest our mission in action locally. You'll still have those opportunities to engage through the walk main stage. So I'm sure there'll be questions. I'm sure that we can, really help clarify, but I just wanted to let you know, we're excited. We think this is going to be fantastic. And what makes it so great for us is you. I'm reminded of the Dr. Seuss book, in the rain, on a train, in a box with a fox. We want to walk anywhere and everywhere that there is a need for what we've come here to do, which is end Alzheimer's. And we'll walk anywhere and everywhere, and knowing that you're with us is just so inspirational and motivating for us. And I hope you feel that energy and you feel that excitement, and you're ready to earn that t-shirt and take to the trails, streets, and sidewalks. And let's move this mission forward, because Alzheimer's isn't stopping, and neither are we. So that is all the words, PSA, go team.
Thank you, Anne. I love the update that you gave, and I like the analogies of what was then, what's now, and why is it going to be exciting coming into this new year. We do have a lot of great engagement in the chat. Keep your comments coming. Shout out to Katie from Mandy Williams, Go Heartland. That was in the chat. She also said it's a great idea for a drive-by Promise Garden. Thank you so much, Mandy. If there was a topic of this short little update today that you found exciting or thought that it was a great idea, let us know what you think a great idea was from this little update that we gave. Hi, Judy. Thank you. Finally got on. Glad you're here. We do have a question. Do we know when the flags will be sent to participants? Is it closer to our walk day?
I have to unmute myself. Okay, I think I'm unmuted. I love that question. Thank you for asking. I'm thinking it's going to be the first week of August, but you will definitely, our first walk weekend for Greater Indiana is the weekend of September 12th and 13th. You will absolutely have your flags as soon as they're produced. Honestly, it's a production issue now. If you're registered, and actually that's what's great about the flags. So I love that question. The minute you register, you're in the queue to get the flags. So the minute they start production, they're going to pull your name and address, and they're going to show up at your door. So that is another reason why we're really, really, really encouraging people to build your team. Have your family and friends and coworkers register and join your team, because they get flags. We actually had a couple of big company teams say, you know what, we want a bunch of people to register, and then we're going to hand out flags maybe to our residents or some of the people who live in like long-term care communities. So everyone feels like they're part of the walk and everyone gets a flag. So they're encouraging their folks to go ahead and get as many people registered as possible so they can divide out those symbols of the walk. So short answer is, as soon as they're in production, and I think I heard the first week or two of August, they'll be shipped out.
All right, well, you heard it here first, guys. Like she said, register today to get all the breaking news and updates. We have a couple more slides to show you around some ideas, what it looks like to register. So I'm going to kick it off to our next presenter here.
Okay, thank you, Riley. So after hearing all of those great things that are going on in 2020, if you're not registered, I'm sure you will want to get registered right away. So let me give you the very easy way to do so. The first thing that you want to do is go to alz.org/Indiana/walk, and we'll also put that in the chat. So you'll have the link to do that. Once you do that, you will see the screen that you see right now. And what you'll want to do is just scroll down, and I think next slide, Riley. Yep. And pick the walk that you want to participate in. So if you want to participate in Indianapolis, just go ahead and click on Indianapolis, and then it will take you to the next slide, please. And it will look like this. It will ask you, you will go ahead and hit register, and then it will take you to the next slide and ask you if you've participated before. Because if you have participated before, the great thing is then we have all of your information stored. So it will be a very easy process of just a couple more clicks and you'll be registered. If you have not registered before, it will take you to a very easy form that you can fill out with your information and get you started right away on your team. So just a few clicks and you'll be registered for the walk. And like Ann said, you'll be receiving those flags in the mail and get you going for the 2020 walk season.
I'm
Yes,
raising my
Ann?
hand really. Okay, Kate, thank you, Katie. Thank you, Ms. Griffin. One of the things, just to make it really loud and clear, and maybe we can add this in the chat, it is $0 to register. It is completely free for anyone and everyone to register. It's free to join a team. There is no barrier. We want everyone to have equal access to join this mission and show their support and make an impact. So love that Katie walked through. It's a really easy registration process. If you have questions, let us know. We're happy to help, but it is free, and also free. And then tomorrow it's free too. And also mañana, all the free, all the time.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Ann. And then I would encourage you, once you start your team, go ahead and share that out to your family and friends and let them join your team. And they will also be receiving their flags and get going on supporting the mission.
Thank you so much, Katie. And just wanted to kind of go through and let people know that the videos that pop up today at the bottom left-hand corner, we do have our emails laid out for you. So if there was a local walk or something that person spoke to that you have more questions about, feel free to email them after today's presentation, and we'll be able to get you your questions answered and help connect you in the right ways. So whoever speaks, we all have our emails here. And just want to shout out, we do have a comment. Anthony Wayne, Lions Club Team ROAR is in the house. Welcome. Thank you so much. Would love some more shout outs. So if you are a part of a walk team already, get excited. Let us know what team you're representing and you'll get a shout out to at our next little break. So now we're going to take it on to our next presentation to talk a little bit more about some ideas and what.
Okay, I guess that's me, and go Oni. Thanks for being on the call today with Team ROAR with the Lions Club in Fort Wayne. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the participant page. You can go to the next slide, Riley. Once you start your team, you can go to your participant center. Oh, the other one.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Got it.
JPEG. The one that says participant center at the top. And if you click on the right hand, once you get into your participant center, this will come up. One thing too, if you guys have trouble getting into your participant center, don't hesitate to call your walk manager, because sometimes it's just a matter of, we only go in once a year, and forgetting your username or your password, you can reset your password yourself. But if you need an update on your username, we can always get it for you. Do you have that other slide, Riley? The one that was Ann sent as a JPEG?
That was what was showing. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are able to see that.
Okay, we can't see that one. This one says reach your goal, and it talks about the tabs and different things that you can do. Okay, here we go. So this page gives you so much information. Once you get in, it's going to show you your progress as well as your team's progress. So you'll have instant updates on those. It's also, this is new, and I want to emphasize this today. At the bottom, you're going to see those 2 gold tabs. One says edit t-shirt size, because I know during the pandemic, we've all lost at least 50 pounds, right? So we definitely need a smaller size t-shirt. So you can click on that and you're going to be able to go in and edit and make sure that the size t-shirt that you want is correct. And then the other tab says edit address. So if you walked with us before and you may have moved in the last year, you can go in and edit your address and make sure that that information is correct. Because remember, we're going to be sending you your t-shirt. We're going to be sending you your champions gear and your grand champions gear. So, and all those elite champion pullovers. So make sure that information is correct so that we can get that information out to you. Also, you'll see the tabs across the top. I'm going to talk about those a little bit next. You can switch over to the next slide.
This one?
The one that you were on before. It says, I'm sorry. This one, there's all different kinds of things. When you click on the tabs at the top, you're going to be able to do these things. You're going to be able to edit and share your page. So you're going to be able to go on your page and tell everybody your story. And some people think, oh, it's no big deal. It's a big deal. Your story you're going to be surprised at how many people relate to your story versus how they feel too. They're going to read that and they're going to go, oh my gosh, their story's so similar to mine, or this is how I felt. So it's a really good way to make a connection with people. So I really encourage everybody to edit your page. Again, share your page, invite people to be on your team, invite people to look at it, read it, encourage donations. And you can send emails through this site also and share your page. I have one team in Fort Wayne that there's 2 people on the team, and they raise over $16,000 by doing nothing but sending emails. They send emails and they follow up on their emails, and they tell their story. They both tell their story and their journey through this trip, and it's heart-wrenching, but they update everybody every year so they know where they're at. So emails is a really easy way to raise funds. Kyle's going to go ahead and talk about the Facebook fundraiser that we have available, and you can connect to through Facebook. But one thing I do want to caution on this one is everybody, this is easy way. I think the statistic I saw that people that do a Facebook fundraiser raise $265 more than other people who fundraise but don't do a Facebook fundraiser. So I hear stories about Facebook fundraisers where, oh my gosh, somebody that I went to high school with 30 years ago saw me on Facebook and made a donation to my page just because they have a connection too. So that's really important. But the thing I want to caution is if you're going to do a Facebook fundraiser, make sure you go through your participant page. Don't click on Facebook where it says raise funds for your birthday, because that will not go to your page. So in order for you to get credit and your team to get credit, use the Facebook fundraiser through this participant page. And then also you're going to want to download the app so that you can do everything on your phone, very mobile, easy to use. So I think Kyle may be talking about that too. But lots of tools, use them. There's also tools for our team captains. Go on and check those out. So much information. So if you don't know what to do, go to your participant page, start clicking on tabs, and just learn. So
thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Abby. Those are really helpful tips, and I really like that statistic. You cannot argue with those odds to increase your fundraising by that much. And apologies for the confusion that the Zoom sharing happened. Technology, it's a tough day today for technology, but we're just pushing
No.
through. We don't have anything else in the comments. Again, if you're joining us now, we're talking about what's happening in the walk. If you missed us earlier, we gave a whole update on what's going to happen, what's going on. If you have questions, throw them in the chat. We're watching that live, able to answer them for you today. And we're going to just continue talking about some fundraising ideas. But this video is going to be posted later on our Facebook page. So you're more than welcome to rewatch or watch from the beginning if you're just joining us live now. Like Abby said, we're going to hear from Kyle more about Facebook.
Absolutely. And I'll just echo real quick too, a lot of the tools and resources are available in your participant center. There's the tips and tools tab that you can click on there. And we'll highlight a few of those real quick, just so that way you know what tools are readily available to you that we've seen the best results. And as Abby was kind of preluding to, we've got a really great tool with Facebook fundraisers. We're really excited that Facebook has integrated our Walk Participant Center to be able to fundraise on social media. I think in the times of quarantine, we've definitely been able to connect a lot more with friends and family. And so Facebook has been one of those ways that we really can connect with our personal networks to share our story on why we walk, why we're choosing to participate in each of our local events. We can ask people to join our teams, but also most importantly, we can ask them to help with any financial contributions by donating to our teams and participant pages as well. So as Abby was mentioning, there's the Connect to Facebook fundraiser button, which is logged on your participant center. So with just a few clicks, you can actually link your participant center to your Facebook fundraiser. Really would encourage everyone to share updates with how you're doing in your fundraising efforts. And I think that also can start with setting a goal for yourself. For me personally, every year, I always try and aim for that elite grand champion status, which is raising $2,500. And so set your goal and let people know where you're at in terms of your goal as you periodically get donations. Really, I think it's important to thank your donors as well, too. So if you have someone who makes a contribution, make sure to tag them on Facebook, be able to thank them for their support, continue to motivate each other. If you're also on Facebook and you're having your team as competing with your Facebook fundraisers, kind of have a competition as well, so you can share that you're outbeating, someone on your team in terms of your fundraising efforts and how you can share that Facebook fundraiser as well. It's one of the quickest ways that we've seen people to be able to increase their donations over time, and it helps reach so many people. And so I know we're going to share a link to this tool right here with the how to create a Facebook fundraiser. And also there's a YouTube video that we're going to be sharing as well that goes through the video instructions on the step-by-steps on how to interact and how to engage that, how to implement that onto your participant center, as well as some other how-tos on how to utilize the Facebook fundraiser. I think one of the key things is once you do get your Facebook fundraiser set up, there are a lot of cool things that you can do online that you can actually utilize the Facebook tools to help you achieve your different fundraising levels. So we were talking about it earlier with how to raise $100 to be able to earn your walk t-shirt. We want to guarantee that you're going to have that $100 on your participant page to ensure you're going to get your walk t-shirt by event day. Riley, if you can go to the bingo fundraising tab. So this is a bingo game that you can play with your friends on social media. So it's a really great engaging way. As I was mentioning, tagging your donors is really critical to thanking them for their support. But this is also a fun way to also continue your outreach efforts. As you tag someone on Facebook, the person who made their donation is going to get a notification that you tag them in a photo. Their network is then going to see that you have been walking and participating, and their networks can engage and donate onto your page as well. So this bingo sheet gives you a way to earn your $100. So you can see in the middle, the purple kind of light tinted square has a $20 self-donation tab. And then from there, each of these dollar amounts recognizes a way that people can support the mission of the Alzheimer's Association. So as you can see in the just right below that $20 self-donation, $10 helps fight the most expensive disease in America, $5 because together we can end Alzheimer's in the bottom left-hand corner. So there's different ways to signify what the financial contributions can add up to be able to earn that $100. Once you complete this bingo sheet, you should have at that point raised your $100. And congratulations, you've earned your walk t-shirt, and you'll get that sent directly to you, as Ann mentioned. So this is a really easy tool that you can utilize on Facebook. The next slide, Riley, is the $500. So for you overachievers who want to continue to go beyond their $100 and raise your $500 to earn your grand champion status, this is how you can raise $500 in just 10 days. So it all gets kicked off with making a $25 self-donation, and then it gives you different things you can do over 10 days to be able to achieve that $500. So definitely really want to encourage people that, you know, if they're looking at making that Champions Club level for their team, really utilize this tool because it makes it a day-by-day task, and you can use this to update your friends and family on social media of where you're at in your status. If you're one donor away on day 2 from getting that $25 donation, you can make a post saying, hey, I need one more $25 donation for completing my day 2 task. So I think this is a really great way to continuously provide those updates in a short time frame as well. So if you go to the next slide, if social media is a way that you want to also promote some of your fundraising activities, we have a really great tool that's listed on all of our websites currently, which give you virtual fundraising ideas. And it depends on what your hobbies and interests are. So if you scroll through that page, Riley, you'll see that there's food and drink fundraiser ideas. There is games and fun. There's hobbies and arts, different type of themes to each of our fundraising efforts. So if you're one who's a baker and you want to do, you know, a drop-off bake sale, that's a really great idea. We've seen some really great activity with that. If you're also someone who loves to play cards or, you know, host a trivia night, you can do those with so many platforms available to us nowadays. You know, doing a trivia night via Zoom, you can do a board game night over Zoom. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to engage in a virtual environment to make sure that, you know, people that you're looking at engaging with are staying safe as well out there. If you go to the next tab, Riley, thank you. So just in terms of fundraising in a virtual environment, we know that right now our big focus is just, as we mentioned earlier, getting registered, and then from there having the tools and resources that we can provide to all of our participants to be able to fundraise successfully this year. So you can see here there's a list of best practices. So set your goal, as I mentioned earlier. Aim for the stars at this. If you want to be like some of our Champions Club members, hit that $500 as your goal, but don't stop there. If you hit your goal, continue to keep going more and more. So if you hit your $100 just to earn your t-shirt, try and go aim next for Champions Club. If you hit Champions Club, go for Grand Champions Club. Continue to stretch your goal every single time, and that could be updated through your participant page as well. As we mentioned, updating your fundraiser page with where you're at in terms of why you're walking. Add a photo of a loved one as well too. That makes it more of a personal connection as well. Customizing your page link. We know that when we share our team pages on our Facebook or in an email, oftentimes it ends up making this very long hyperlink that sometimes can look like a spam link, and we want it to be able to have people easily access it. So you can actually customize through your participant center your team link and also your participant link, so people can easily click on that and then donate to each of the pages. Definitely launch your Facebook fundraiser if you're someone who's active on social media, but most importantly, beyond just Facebook as well, but tap into your personal network. If you're someone who uses LinkedIn as a professional networking opportunity, this could show your connection, and you can share this with your personal networks as well that you've met through your professional opportunities. And Abby mentioned this earlier, using the Walk Down Alzheimer's mobile app. This is a really easy tool that has everything housed in one area. So you can manage your Facebook fundraiser, you can text people updates in terms of your fundraising. You can ask for donations through text and email. So really encourage downloading that Walk Down Alzheimer's mobile app. It's available on iOS platform and Android as well too. And I think there's one more slide on there for me there, Riley. Perfect, yes. So one last tool, this is available in your participant center. This is the Walk Down Alzheimer's Fundraising Ideas from A to Z. So basically this template takes a different letter of the alphabet and it engages a fundraising idea based on the letter it begins with. So the letter A, adult spelling bee is an idea, auctions. So really would encourage this as kind of an idea generator to come up with a fundraiser. And this might even be able to generate an idea on how you can make a fundraising idea virtual. And one challenge I'll put out there, and I was thinking about this prior to us hopping on the Facebook Live today, but I challenge everyone who's watching this video, if you explore this tool, start with the letter of your initials and go straight to that letter and find the fundraising idea that correlates with that letter. that might be something that you can do to kind of kickstart your fundraising efforts for this year. So for me, I'm going to look at either hosting a karaoke night or a Kiss the Pig contest. So hooray for me. Hope everyone's ready to hear my vocal pipes. Or you can go off your last name as well, which there's dance off and dating game, which that's some interesting ideas as well too. So definitely encourage everyone to kind of look and explore through some of those tools to kind of generate some ideas. And I think there's a lot of different resources that are available on this tool. So definitely excited about these opportunities for people to engage through social media, through fundraising efforts, things like that. And you have your hand raised.
I raised my hand in all the Zoom meetings. Okay, Kyle, just so you know, Abby and I are going to jointly auction off you kissing a pig. So I feel like all of these ideas have a lot of layers. So Katie, you can do the karaoke night. I'm going to go ahead and assign Kyle Kiss the Pig, and then Abby and I will also auction off your karaoke night. So thank you to my colleagues for helping Abby and I reach elite grand champion status, just like that.
So great. Well, thank you so much, Kyle, for sharing all of those wonderful ideas. If there was an idea in this short little presentation that you go, oh, I did that, it was really successful for me and my team, let us know what it was in the comments and encourage others to do similar ideas and show people that maybe that idea seemed crazy, but it wasn't that crazy and it actually ended up working out. We're all in a virtual environment. We're trying new things. So all of these virtual fundraising guides and ideas and creativeness, we put them in the chat for you so you can take a look at later on and share with your friends. Keep letting us know if one of these ideas works, and we're going to continue off in closing out today's little session.
Okay, well, thank you, Kyle, for all of those great fundraising ideas. And now that all of you have those ideas, I'm sure you will jump right into our Champions Club. So our Champions Club program is specifically for participants who raise $500 and more. So you will see that to be a champion, you raise $500. Grand champion is you individually raise $1,000, and then elite grand champion, which was just added last year, is for individuals raising $2,500. And so we have a lot of great ways that we show our love to all of our champions. And Riley, if you want to go to the next slide. So this is our incentive program. And so as soon as you reach a certain level, then you will receive all of these incentives. So I know we mentioned earlier, our first incentive for everyone is $100 and you receive your walk t-shirt. At $500, not only do you receive your t-shirt, but you also receive a champion's medal. At $1,000, you will receive t-shirt, medal, and then you add on a grand champion soft tee. And I have to tell you, those are very soft and definitely worth the extra effort to get to $1,000. And then our elite grand champion, you get all of those things plus a champion's pullover. This year for our champions starting at $500, you will automatically receive a yard sign, and that will be sent to you directly to your home. So as all of these will this year. So one of the great benefits of these changes for 2020 is that you don't have to go anywhere and you don't have to wait for anything. It'll all be shipped directly to you. Okay, and then in addition, we have our Halo incentive program, and this is for all individuals who do fundraising. And again, you'll see at the $100 level, you get your t-shirt, and then it moves up from there. So you'll see that there are a number of things at each level, and you will be able to pick one of those items. So it's kind of your choice. You'll receive an email at the end of the walk season. So this incentive program goes through December 31st. So although your walks are probably in the fall, you can continue fundraising through December 31st and to reach these incentive levels. And then you'll receive an email and you get to pick your prize. Simple as that. So we have a lot of great things all the way up through those who raise $10,000 and more. So great prizes for everyone. And just keep these in mind as you are using all of those great tools that Kyle shared with you a few minutes ago.
One last thing I'd like to mention about Champions and Halo incentives, because we get this question every year, which is, hey guys, we work really hard to fundraise. What's up with the swag? We see these items that are very low cost, for us to invest in. This is one of the primary promotion and awareness tools, which is you, our most passionate, supportive volunteers, team captains, and team members. We hear story after story, year after year, of people saying, I wore my Walked in Alzheimer's t-shirt or my jacket, and someone stopped me and said, hey, tell me more, or hey, my mom had Alzheimer's disease. So please know that we work so hard to be good stewards of all that you fundraise on our behalf and your donor dollars, and that we have seen year over year that these items really help us promote engagement and awareness with the association and all that we do for people. So just really want you to know that we are so sensitive to that. 78 cents of every dollar you raise goes directly to care and support and research. So we are really thoughtful with your dollars. And of course, you can opt out of this program if you don't want the items. You don't have to get it, and that's fine. But just want to make that point, and then also let you know, if you're a team member who's registered or a team captain, you're eligible for Champions Club and all these incentives. So that's why build your team, get your family and friends to join you, because everyone can be part of earning all of this great stuff to move the mission forward.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Anne, for letting us know about those little details with the Champions and Halo program. We do have a comment. Oni still uses her shopping tote from last year all the time, and she says it's a great conversation starter. So we're very thrilled about that. All this stuff does have our branding on it. And like Oni said, it's a great conversation starter to have with your friends and family about, oh, what is that? Why are you involved with that? Sharing your story and getting more people in your network getting involved. So thank you so much. If you stuck around to hear this presentation, if you heard bits and pieces, we're so glad to share this information with you all. This video is going to be posted onto our Facebook page. And if you were hearing this information and thought, oh, my friends and family, they would like to know about this, but they weren't able to join today, share this with them. Let them know kind of what you learned about today. And you can always still comment on our posts, again, with those fundraising ideas, letting us know what you do to help fundraise, what works for your team, and what's been really successful for you. That goes a long way with some of those new registrants that we're hoping to get today that are signing up. They might be a little lost, and what do I do? Where do I start? So give your expertise, give your advice, let us know in the comments. But thank you guys so much for jumping on today. Are there any last minute tidbits that we want to share before I let everyone know what's happening the next 2 weeks of the month? All right. Well, next week we are not going to be having a Facebook Live, but we will still be having an event at the same time. However, you can find it on our Facebook events. It's going to be a research update from our home office. You do not want to miss this. Unlike all the Facebook Lives we've done in the past, you do need to register for this event so that you can get the unique link for you to join our meeting and talking about all the research updates. It is free to join, like all of our programs and services, and thanks to the donations that we receive. So that will be happening on July, almost to February. What month is it? July 24th at 12 o'clock. You can find that on our events. And then to close out the month, we will be doing an Alzheimer's trivia show the following week and returning to our Facebook Lives. That will be on July 31st at the same time. Stay up to date on what's happening in August. We have some cool things coming your way, and you can always get the latest information by staying on our Facebook page and giving us a follow. That's the easiest way to find out what's happening and what's new. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. We're going to sign off here. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.